Welcome back to my channel, and in this episode we're going to be opening up illustration arts and SARs and some alternate arts from Generation 8. This will be part 2. These are all the envelopes that I have for this opening. Shout out to Pidgey for being the Pokemon of the video. For every single video, if you never see my channel, I paint the Pokemon in order and then I post it on my wall. So first I'm going to show a clip of Pidgey, and then we're gonna get right into this video.
Among all the flying Pokemon, it is the gentlest and easiest to capture. A perfect target for the beginning Pokemon trainer to test his Pokemon's skills.
Alright, let's get right into this video. First off, I'd like to say Happy Halloween! This will be the closest video to Halloween probably for my channel. So as you can see, I have my Halloween backboard. So this is my treat to you guys. And then also, at the end of this video, we'll add these to our binder, calculate how much it cost for all these cards from Generation 8 to this point. For this first card, we have one from San Juan TCG. This is from California. And the first Gen 8 Pokemon for this video, we got Reboot. Reboot, this card is from the most recent set to be released, and that is Stellar Crown. Reboot was around $4 when I picked it up. This is the second evolution to Score Bunny, so it's interesting how cheap the card is. One of the starters for this generation. Overall, you see here Score Bunny here kicking a snowball. Honestly, this card is really nice. If they could have made this card better, they could have made the colors in the Reboot a little bit darker, and I think it would have stood out a lot more and it might be a little more popular. But overall, honestly, I really like this one. This one's pretty sweet. This second card is from Desert Keep Games in Green River, Wyoming. This is another really released card. This was from Shrouded Fable. This is Q-Font. Q-Font is the elephant right here. Honestly, this card is very bright. You can see it's a lot darker than the Reboot card, but it's flipping its little spout right there on some other Q-Fonts in the background. This is a really nice one. It really matches a lot of the Africa theme that I've been traveling to Africa quite a bit. If you don't know anything about that, you can go check out some of my other videos. And then if you're interested in any of the other collections so far, I'm doing this for Generation 1 all the way through all the generations. Feel free to click on one of my other videos and let me know what you think. So there is Q-Font. The next card is from Corbin Cards and Games, and this one is from Corbin, Kentucky. And here we have the first alternate art card for Generation 8 for this video, and that is Ice Rider Calyrex. So I already got the Shadow Rider Calyrex in the first part for Generation 8 video. This one looks a lot brighter. These are really nice cards. Overall, the colors really show out really well. Some Deerling. You got some Teddy Ursa again featuring on the card. And then you also have some Steels, which Steel actually will have an illustration art come out and Surging Sparks in the set that gets released in November. I'll show that on the screen right here. But overall, that's a really neat one. This one, I believe, was around $15 or so. The next card for this one, we got one from Darkhound Gaming, and this is from Arlington, Texas. I like the black envelope. And here we have another alternate art card. This is the legendary Pokemon Zacian for Generation 8. This is from the set Crown Zenith. But the artwork on here looks really nice. It looks kind of like a royal type theme going on here. And they did have the Zamazenta, the other legendary, released for Generation 8 already, so we'll probably get to see that one with this one in this video. This card was around $10 when I bought it, so not too expensive, but real neat one. And the next card is from the Card and Game Store, and this is from Arlington, Texas as well. We have another alternate art card. This one is from Lost Origin. This is the Galarian Berserker. If I'm not mistaken, it's Meowth that involves into this guy. The PokeTuber Cool Trainer Ryan calls this guy Hunter Biden, because I think he is under the impression this guy is a crack addict. and so is Hunter. He believes Hunter Biden. Well, whatever. You'll figure it out. Go look it up. But that is Galarian Berserker. He's laughing. Looks like there's some gold. Honestly, so that, yeah, that makes sense for Meowth. So I believe it's the alternate form. So Meowth can evolve into Galarian Berserker, or it could evolve into Persian. I don't really remember, but honestly, I like the colors on the card. I believe this one was around $15 to $20. So overall, really neat card, pretty cheap for a hard card to pull. Next one is gonna be from the Loot Card Shop from Michigan. And here we have the fourth alternate art card for this video, and that is Regidrago. So if you're not familiar with this, the Regigigas, the Regieleki, all these Regis, they came out with more for Generation 8, so that's how Regidrago came out, and it's a dragon form of the Regis. So there it is right there. This came out in Silver Tempest, so it was like the second or third most expensive card from the set, I believe, underneath the Lugia alternate art. So there it is. I do have to say there is a Lugia featured real tiny right there in the background, so that's really cool. But overall, not too much of a crazy card. Here is the next one. This is from Il Cardboard in South Carolina. So I said in the last video that they hadn't came out with the Squovit card yet when I opened up the Greedent, but they did. So here's Squovit. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was from one of the earlier sets for Scarlet and Violet, which was probably base set. If not, it's one of the other newer or older sets. But you see here Squovit just chilling on the couch before it goes and slaves away with the Greedent and evolves. Anyway, so let me know what you guys got going on for Halloween. I'm real curious. I don't really have anything going on too crazy, but it is one of my favorite holidays. So here we got a card from, I actually scratched this one out, this Poke Bash TCG, and this is from Wichita. And boom! We got another alternate art card. We got Hisuian Sneasler. This one also is another really bright card. This is from Astral Radiance. Card, I believe, sits around $20. But you can see here on the top, baby, little Sneasleys going on, Sneasels, the Galarian Sneasel. And you see a Big Daddy Hisuian Sneasler climbing a cliff, trying to save its children, probably. Hopefully it doesn't use the move Poison Claws on the kids. But overall, I really like this card. I like the colors, it's real bright. Again, don't worry about the sleeves on this. I'll sleeve it up and put it in the binder. All these cards at the end of the video. And the next one is Evolve Poke Sales in Montour, Ohio. All right, so this company sent me some other Pokemon. So we got a Japanese cat, Krabby. I think that's Japanese. And we got Japanese Electabuzz. I don't know why they're sleeving them. But then we got the cards right here. So the first one is Dottler. That's the second evolution to this little bug guy here, the blip bug, if I'm not mistaken. But you see Dottler right here, you got 4 of them hanging around. This one evolves into that big ladybug, but they haven't released a card like this for it. They do have like the caricatures or whatever, the VMAXs, but I'm not collecting any of that. Really only collecting these cards with these gray borders. But there is a Dottler. That's probably only a couple $1 card. And then here we got the Snom. Honestly, this card makes me want to sneeze. It's just an ice bug chilling. I do like the close-up of this. This kind of looks similar to the same concept as the Cutie Fly card. But I do like ice-type Pokemon. Only thing with these is Pokemon doesn't really have an ice-type TCG card. They just have the water, so they made Snom a little water bug. But there is the little snow bug. 2 more cards here. We got one from Aloof Prune Cards in California. A lot of cards from California. And we got another ice-type Pokemon here. We got SQ. So SQ right here, you can see it putting its head in the refrigerator. It's a weird Pokemon. I don't know where they came up with the penguin with the big ice block as a head. but there's two of them there, and apparently they both got their heads stuck in some sort of freezer. Ice Cube does have an alternate art card, showed on the screen. With this new generation, they do those little little glamorous hats and stuff. So they gave it a glamorous hat and they made Ice Cube a fire type Pokemon. That alternate art card is like $3, and this one's actually worth more, probably because it's more of a silly design. It's got its head stuck in the fridge. So shout out to SQ for being a goofy Pokemon. And then we got one more card here I scratched out. This one's from Cards and Kicks in Washington. And interesting enough, we're gonna finish this video out with the next legendary for Generation 8, and that's Zamazenta. So again, this card was released in Crown Zenith. They do have some crazy splatter with some pink and some blue going on. It almost looks like a crazy painting. I do want to see this next to the Zacian really quick. So I'll pull out the Zacian, and here are the two legendaries for Generation 8. Really unique cards, a lot of colorful going on. I do like how the legendary Pokemon is kind of positioned. It's not too close, it's not too far away. It's kind of a good distance away. So if you don't know, this is the Sword Pokemon and this is the Shield Pokemon. Whole concept for Generation 8 is Sword and Shield. So there it is. All right, so now we're gonna add all these cards to the binder, sleeve them up, and we'll get to see the first part, the second part together, and how much we spent on Generation 8 so far to this point. All right, it's time to add these cards into the binder. We're gonna have 25 cards from Generation 8 and 23 Pokemon that have illustration arts, SARs, and alternate arts so far. So first here off, we have the Reboot. And get to add Reboot right here at the end of Generation 7. And we'll add 2 cards to this page. We got Squovent next to the Greedent and the Rookidee. And then we get to add the Dottler as well. So nothing on this third page. And nothing on the fourth place. We do get to add, I believe right here, the Clobbopus, which comes out in certain sparks. I'll get to show that on the screen. And then we get to add the Berserker, which will go right there. And then on this next page, we'll get to add the Snom. Moving on, we get to add the SQ right here. And the Q front. Next to the Morpeko. So 3 cards on that page. And then we get to add the Zacian and Zamazenta on this page with the Duraludon. So there you get to see the legendaries, quite a bit for Generation 8 so far. And the Regidrago. And then next is the Ice Rider Calyrex. We'll go right up here. So you can see that next to the Shadow Rider Calyrex. And then lastly, the Hisuian Sneasler. We'll go right here. Quite a bit of cards right there to wrap up Generation 8. And that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. If you would like to see me do a Halloween special, just give me 15 likes on this video, maybe 5 comments, tell me what you wanna see, and I'll do a Halloween video before Halloween if we get enough views. That's gonna do it for Generation 8 for this point. For our next video, we will start Generation 9. Generation 9 is the last Pokemon generation that has been released so far. So with it coming out with the Scarlet and Violet era, they have almost 90, maybe more than 90 cards of illustration arts and SAR. So it's gonna be split up into several different videos. Right now, I believe we're working on 7 videos for Generation 9. So please give me a like and subscribe, and we'll continue this. See you in the next video.